Unfortunately, behind the camera, the wife's not too impressed with being told to move out. I'll just turn the camera around and show you. See, she's outside at the moment. The mistress has moved in. So yeah, let's get started. I'll go for a bit of a cruise to a couple of local wreckers, see if they've got certain parts that I need for the interior, and I'll get started on pulling out all this wiper blade cover, giving it a nice clean and a nice coating in Mr. Black. My name is Matt and you're watching Curtis LSA YouTube channel. Right, so I've undone the nuts. Need some trusty WD-40 because it looks like they've never been removed. Start taking all those clips out and get that off. Give it a wash nice and clean, and then I'll give it a coating in Bowden's own Mr. Black. So you can see here with the guard, that's probably nearly 20 years. He's probably never taken that off. It's all white over here. I'll just show you the passenger side. Just come back here. Yeah, that's all white there. So let's give that a clean. Put our Mr. Black on that, and then put it all back on this HSV 2006 Senator. So here's the passenger side wiper guard, coated in Mr. Black. Now I recommend you do it twice. Here's the famous Mr. Black, and yeah, mess goes everywhere, but let it dry, do another coat, and then we can put it back on the car. Just show you underneath here. Yeah, that's a lot of leaves and dirt and crap down there. All the rubber's coming off. Got to give all that a clean, clean out all the leaves and fucking sticks and dirt and shit that are down there. It's a wonder that bloody thing's working at all. But there's your cabin filter if you need to replace it. That's just a sheet. It's not an actual filter or whatever. So the E series is all different to the Gen F series. There's actually a plate that sits underneath there with all those clips in them right here that need to be taken out. There's a plate that sits on there, but it's different. There's no plate on this unless he's removed that. I honestly don't know. So yeah, if you're removing all this guard, I'm just about to put this guard back on. I've given it 2 coats of Mr. Black. I've cleaned all the leaves and rubbish and crap that's been in there. I might actually get another cabin filter probably this weekend. I'll just take this guard off again and put a new cabin filter in there, because that's just a mesh. It's nothing. That's what it was like in the F series. There's a cabin filter behind there, and I've actually put a proper filter in there, not just this mesh thing that Holden supplied when they built them. But yeah, I've cleaned all that out. There's still a couple more leaves in there that I'll get out. But yeah, that to me looked like 20 years nearly of never being cleaned. Because look, this is all up here. I can push it back down, but it's all loose. But yeah, let's put the covers for the wiper guards back on. They've had their 2 coats. They're looking pretty smick, and I'll give you an after shot once it's all back in and installed. So yeah, in the first video for this restoration series of this VE Senator, I showed you that the engine is still looking good, sounding good. There's none of that dreaded LS lifter tick that I can hear. Just quickly grab the camera again. So there we go, that's all back in, nice and black. Now make sure you let it dry first before you drive it, especially if it's raining, because if it's raining and it's still not dried, then it's going to wash off and actually dribble and look crap. So yeah, that's all back on. Cleaned all the leaves out of there. I'll just get myself a new cabin filter another time. Let's go for a cruise and see the wreckers, see if they've got parts for me. I just checked that wreckers there. They got one for a VE, just an executive, but sorry, an Amiga it's called for the VE Commodore. It doesn't sort of look the same brake. She wouldn't let me go and have a look at it, but anyway, I'll head off to the next wreckers. They reckon they've got one there. So yeah, you can see the trim's all fallen off here. It's all actually broken there. Now I'm told this part here is actually one piece, because it's got a crack right there, and the back of it here, as I showed you on the previous video, is actually missing as well. But yeah, this part here is all one piece, I'm told. So hopefully I can find that somewhere. If not, I'll have to buy it new if they actually still sell this piece here. But yeah, this part of this trim, I'll probably have to buy 2 of those, because of both the wreckers I've rung have actually said that no, you got to buy 2 of them, not just 1. So yeah, heading off to the other wreckers now. He said he's got a VE Commodore in there and an SS. So let's go and have a look to see if he's got these pieces of trim. Hopefully we can get them swapped out today. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this restoration series of this 2006 HSV Senator. Now you're more than if you're wanting to see this restoration series go even better, you're more than welcome to donate towards this part series, and I'll actually prove to you guys how much money is being donated via the super chat and also ad revenue. All money will go towards the restoration. And I thank you for anybody that actually does donate to the channel for that. Yeah. Now you can see that it's actually broken there, and that part there is actually missing, unfortunately. Now trying to get one of these is like a dime a dozen, or a needle in a haystack, whatever you want to call it. Now the way you get this out, there's a Phillips head screw right there, and there's another Phillips head screw there. Unfortunately mine's broken here, so that's why it's lifting up. I don't know what he's done here. As I said, there's a crack there, and how the fuck he's broken it up there, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, Phillips head screw here, and then use your trusty trim tool, and that should pry open, and that whole thing should come out. So let's get to that, but make sure you take off that trim, which I showed you before, and open your glove box, because then you can get to this part here to take it out. Right, so that was end of part 2 of this restoration series of this 2006 HSV VE Senator. So in the next episode, part 3 of this restoration of this 2006 VE Senator, I'm going to repaint these brake calipers. So the fronts are actually worse than the rear from memory. Let's quickly turn the light on so we can see a little bit more. Yeah, so that's going to be the next part of this restoration series. Stay tuned for the rest of this series. My name is Matt, and you've been watching Curtis LSA YouTube channel.